for the second time this season. We sit back and enjoy a race where nothing for the championship is on the line. Welcome back to Firefox Cup Series Racing. We are still in Charlotte, but this time it's for a non-points race. It's BodyArmor All-Star Night. This is the All-Star Open for all the drivers who have not won this season or won the fan vote. And the winner of the fan vote is Matt Tuck, who will not start in the Open. He will start later tonight in the All-Star race. And something else you may notice is Gary Owen, a part-time driver. Well, not really part-time. He only ran the 500, where he finished 17th. He's decided to attempt the All-Star race. He hopped into the Open in 24, and he's going full-time racing next season, so expect to see that 24 on track a lot more. Start second today, well, tonight, with Nicholas Jewett, who is inside. That's your front row. And the guy who was the closest competition for Matt Tuck in the fan vote was Nelson Reeves. He did not win, obviously. So he's starting 8th tonight. We'll see if he can race his way into the top 5, as only the top 5 make it in this race. So we'll see. Someone else to watch out for. Diego Vasquez started 3rd in the 600, I believe. Finished 6th. He's finished 6th in both his Firefox Cup Series starts. Well, tonight he's running a special tribute to the oldest chimpanzee in captivity, Kabi, who sadly passed away on Monday this week. So he's going to give him one final ride, and we'll see if he can make his way into the All-Star race. Matt Tuck is also running that same scheme, but with a 54. So even if Vasquez does not make it in, Kabi is still getting a final ride here tonight. And someone else to watch out for, Keith Martin, wherever he is. He's starting towards the back. Starting on the final row along with Nathan Smith. But Keith Martin started to have a rocket ship towards the end of the 600. We'll see if he can take that 21 pilots 27 to the top 5 position. Like I said, you don't need to win, you just need a top 5. And a top 5 will get you the win. Nathan Smith, the driver, also starting on the final row. He is running the Jimmy Johnson tribute scheme, which he will also run later this season at North Wilkesboro for the throwback race. Justin James, another fast car from 600. We'll see if he can work his way up. He starts way towards the back here. I believe it's 26 cars in the Open. There will only be 17 in the All-Star race. Obviously, top 5 here, the fan vote winner, and the 11 previous winners. No, that's 18, right? Nope, that's 17. Now, let's go over your starting lineup. On the pole, Nicholas Jewett and Gary Owen, then Derek Hamill and Lucas Holmes. Diego Vasquez, Roberto Crown Jr., Mitchell Collins and Nelson Reeves, Vale Musco and Ryan Coggs, Ryan Benjamin and Ethan Farley, Brady Ujest and Bronson Minnick, Ryan Issip and Landa Smith Jr. Smith had a very tough night at Charlotte. Miles Edgeworth, Ash Jacobson, who will not be starting any more races in the Cup Series this season, at least scheduled. He will move down to the Truck Series and fill in for Andrew Williams, who had his contract terminated. And he will fill in for the 89 for the rest of the season. And then John McFadden, the owner of the team that Ash Jacobson is going to in the Truck Series, and Anthony Elliott, Louis Zancala and Joshua Henderson, Luca Iger and Justin James, and rounding out the field, Keith Martin and Nathan Smith. So, got that out of the way pretty early in the broadcast. So now, we just gotta wait until the command is given, which you guys will not hear, because now I know that OBS did not broadcast the sound from the race. But 20-lap event here, top 5, only the top 5 make it into the All-Star race. Who will join? So who will join the current drivers in the All-Star race? Well, we're here to find that out tonight. as the engines are fired. Pace car is rolling off. And sure to be a thriller here. The 600 was pretty good, especially those first 20 laps. We'll see if we can hopefully not have a wreck fest tonight. Nicholas Dewey on pole, Gary Owen, who has not had too stellar of a truck season. He's looking to turn that around tonight and hopefully carry some momentum into Bristol Dirt next week. Nicholas Dewey, I feel like every time he's run this Red Bull car, he's had a pretty good run. So can he lock himself into the All-Star race with the top 5 here tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Something else I forgot to mention, Keith Martin is the only Logan Sport car not locked into the All-Star race. He's got pressure on him. Both his teammates have a combined 3 wins on the season. They're both locked in. So a lot of pressure on that 27 to not be the oddball out. As pace car onto pit road. And we're ready to go green here as rolling down the front stretch. Nicholas Dewey and Gary Owen leading them to the green flag at Charlotte. Nicholas Dewey leads lap 1 of the Open, 20 laps here. He's got 20 more times to go around this track until he can hopefully be crowned the victor of the Open, but Derek Hamill's not letting him get away. As Gary Owen had a horrible start, he's dropped to bottom half of the top 5, and that's not good for him in his hopes to make the race, make the All-Star race. But Diego Vasquez, a fast car from the 600. He's worked his way up to 4th already. Not too big a deal. He started 6th or 7th or something. So not too impressive. But he's trying to get by Lucas Holmes' fellow Toyota teammate right now. Derek Hamill is close to Nicholas Dewey. Let's go look at your fastest laps. It's held by Derek Hamill, so he's got a very fast Ford Mustang. We'll see if he can get around Dewey as Vasquez has moved into the 3rd place position. If this is showing anything, it's that he'll be a threat to win in the All-Star race if he makes it. Well, we haven't seen the All-Star guys yet. They have in their cars. But Vasquez is definitely putting some fast laps down right now. Or he's looking like he's 6th. In the fastest lap standings, but he's definitely hustling right now. Gary Owen has fallen outside the top 5. That's not good for him. He's running nearly outside the top 10. As being stuck on the outside is not where you want to be. So a lot of these drivers are learning it. Oh, they're wrecking! Keith Martin around Bronson Minnick. And that's going to end Keith Martin's hopes of making it into the All-Star race. Caution, lap 5. And who got the lap led? Okay, Dewey led him back to the line. If you're him, you're definitely worried about that, because now Derek's going to have a shot to get by, as well as Vasquez, who's worked his way up into the top 3. As well as Nelson Reeves. He's definitely got a fire lit beneath him after losing the fan vote. Led it for the majority of the time it was up. Now, let's go see what happened here with Keith Martin and Bronson Minnick. Yeah, this is taking Keith Martin out of contention. So, definitely looks like something that we saw in the 600. But here they come through out of 2. And Minnick just goes down and gets hooked. Man, I can't find a good camera angle of this track. Alright, so I don't know what happens. I don't know if Minnick comes down. Let's see. Okay, looks like Minnick slides high. Keith Martin sees the opening, goes down, slides up, and they just kind of get locked, and bow! Ooh. It's a hard hit for Bronson Minnick. Ooh. And just just a vicious hit for the 10 car. Luckily, they're all both able to keep it going. However, they're definitely out of contention. Keith Martin, that's got to sting, as he was already the last car, the only Logan Sport car not in the All-Star race. However, now he's also wrecked out of the Open, so he essentially wrecked out as just. Saw Landon Smith Jr., he was barely able to keep up with the pack after just a light tap on the wall. So I don't imagine Keith Martin, who got slapped by another car, is going to be able to do much, especially on like 20 laps. But moving past that, Minnick and Martin are still running. As the lights are not out on the pace car. So, just about halfway through this 20-lap event, and your top 5 are Nicholas Jewett, Derek Hamill, Diego Vasquez, Mitchell Collins, and Nelson Reeves. I feel like we're definitely seeing a bit more aggressive driving than we did in the 600. Like I said, this is a non-points race, so drivers are definitely going to be more aggressive, but I'll see you in a bit as we're going to skip this call. The 1 to go sign has been given by the pace car just below halfway. We will get back to green very shortly. Like I said, Nicholas Jewett, Derek Hamill, Diego Vasquez, Mitchell Collins, and Nelson Reeves, your top 5. And Gary Owen, who started second, has fallen back to 8th. Luckily, he's not going to have that outside lane disadvantage, so hopefully hopefully for him, I don't have any bias, but hopefully he will be able to get back up to the top 5, as he's definitely got a fast car, but hasn't been able to make the most of it so far this race. The cars are going into turn 3 and 4. Jewett running the Red Bull paint scheme, like I said earlier, so he's had great luck every time he's run this scheme. Well, he's been about top 10, top 15 each time. We'll see if that can continue tonight, and he can make it into the All-Star race. Pace car now on a pit road. And Nicholas Jewett, for the second time tonight, is going to lead us to green at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And Nelson Reeves already trying to get by for that 4th place position. Top 3 are hanging right with each other. Good Ryan Cog sneaking into the top 5. He had a fast car in the 600. And he's going to have a fast one tonight. Ooh, Vasquez was right on the bumper. The 40, they both go wide. Can he make it a 2-for-1 move? No, he cannot. But now they're side by side. Nelson Reeves driving with, I don't know. He is driving angry, and he's trying to get by for second. Doesn't work. Well, this battle has brought Gary Owen back into the top 5 to fight. And Nicholas Jewett loved that, as it allowed him to pull away just over halfway through this race. But Vasquez is closing, and he is closing fairly quick. He sits second on the fastest lap chart. And Nelson Reeves sits atop that. Derek Hamill falling way up the track. Is he going to keep it off the wall? Yes, he will. And Vasquez is closing fast. I think it's going to be between these two for the win. Maybe Nelson Reeves. Derek Hamill able to get by and hold on for 4th, as Gary Owen has made his way back into the top 5. Nelson Reeves has closed in on Diego Vasquez in the Busch Latte car. That Buick Regal. Ooh, Vasquez is right on the rear bumper of Nicholas Dewey. No, you're gonna hold him off. You might just play with him for a bit. No, he's going by. Here comes Nelson, though. Oh, 3 wide down the front stretch. Beating and banging for the race lead. Oh, my. Oh, it's getting. Oh, Dewey. Oh, he's making the high side work. Hamill could have gone 4 wide there. Luckily, he did not. Vale Musco, who did not even start the 600, had a mechanical issue and was not able to start the race. He's just in. This is getting wild. But he was not able to start the 600. They are close to Dewey. Oh, Nelson slides up the track. Vasquez is into the wall. Oh no, that is unfortunate. And that's going to end his shot. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, maybe not. Nope, they're definitely wrecking. Iger, McFadden. Oh, that's going to be a caution, and that might end the All-Star Open early. Yep, caution is out. Buick not having a good night. Let's go see what happened. Okay. So, Jacobson looks like he might have been one of the catalysts in that. So he's trying to make his car as wide as he can to try and block. And he slides up the track, hooked by McFadden into the wall. McFadden bounces off the rear bumper. And Zancala goes low to avoid it and merges right into Elliott, Iger, McFadden, and all them. I honestly don't even know what happened. Let me go back. And Keith Martin comes in and avoids it. Bronson Minnick nearly hits someone because, yeah, it's a Team Day Sprint car. What could you expect? But let's go back and watch that again. Yeah, here comes Jacobson just trying to hold on, then slides up the track in front of McFadden into the wall. Both of them bounce, and these guys go low. Zancala then merges right into Luca Iger and Anthony Elliott. Landon Smith Jr. involved, and McFadden, and nobody else involved. So that's going to take 5 cars out of contention, and that may end the race. But Nicholas Dewey won the race back to the line. So now we just gotta hope that this race isn't over, because you're having some great racing, great battles. But you know, it's unfortunate to see someone like Diego Vasquez, who is putting together one of his best races, slide up into the wall and basically have it ruined. He's gonna have significant damage compared to the rest of the cars in the top 10. So, unfortunate for your, I believe, 3rd place starter. No, he started in 5th. Oh no. Unfortunate, and Kabi will not have 2 cars into the All-Star race. He still has hope with Matt Tuck. Now let's go over your top 5. Nicholas Dewey, Derek Hamill, Nelson Reeves, Vale Musco, and Ryan Cogs. Gary Owens at 6th, so he's in a better position than he was at the start of the last restart, if we even have another restart. But we could be looking at the 5 drivers who race into the All-Star race. We might even be going back green this time. That would be a 2-lap dash, and we would see some insane stuff. And here comes the pace car out of turn 4. And Nicholas Dewey is praying we don't go back green. But he knows that Vasquez is essentially out of it, so that probably eases his stomach. And we are going back green. It'll be a it'll be a 1-lap dash. So Dewey's going to have 1 lap to hold on. He just needs to not fall out of the top 5. I feel like, or everyone else in the top 5, they just need to know, do not try anything special. Do not try anything funky. You do not need to win. You just need to hold on to that top 5. Just block. Mitchell Collins, Lucas Holmes, former top 5 drivers, they have fallen to bottom of the top 10 or outside the top 10. But fairly realistically, they might still have a shot if someone wrecks. Obviously, the race will end, but it's a 1-lap sprint. So that doesn't really matter, because the race is ending anyway. The race would technically finish under caution. And Nicholas Jewett, for the final time tonight, he has not lost the lead once. And pace car onto pit road. Jewett, he's done a phenomenal job tonight, and green flag is back out here for the Charlotte, and it's the white flag also. And Ryan Cogg's doing what I said he shouldn't have, and already letting Gary Owen get to his inside. Nicholas Dewey basically has this race. Let's go back to the Cup battle. Vale Moscow going up to 3rd. Nelson Reeves trying to hold on to it. Here comes Ethan Farley. Oh, it's going to be dicey. Nelson Reeves could miss it. And your race winner is going to be Nicholas Jewett. Derek Hamill in 2nd. Oh my god, this is being horrible. Derek Hamill in 2nd. Vale Moscow 3rd. Nelson Reeves 4th. And Gary Owen 5th. And those drivers are making it into the All-Star race. And everyone else is packing up and going home. And you got a feel for someone like Vasquez. He had a fantastic race, slid up, hit the wall, and just ruined the final lap for him. So that is extremely unfortunate. I'm sorry if you're hearing a dog barking. But let's go over your results, I guess. Louis Zancala finished a lap down. But, like I said, Nicholas Jewett, Derek Hamill, Vale Moscow, Nelson Reeves, Gary Owen all make it into the All-Star race. Ethan Farley just misses out. Brady Just 7th. Ryan Cogs 8th. Mitchell Collins 9th. Diego Vasquez 10th. Lucas Holmes 11th. Justin James 12th. Joshua Henderson 13th. Miles Edgeworth 14th. Roberto Carno Jr. 15th. Nathan Smith 16th. Ryan Benjamin 17th. Brendan Issip 18th, Ash Jacobson 19th, Landon Smith Jr. 20th, Anthony Elliott 21st, John McFadden 22nd, Keith Martin 23rd, Baron Simic 24th, Luke Iger 25th, and Louis Zancala rounding out the field in 26th. So thank you all for watching the Open. There will be a short second, few second, maybe minute long break. No, definitely not a minute long break, but there's going to be a short break to allow you guys to go either cry in sorrow, scream or cheer in happiness because you made it, or just go get snacks if you want snacks. And, this is all I've got for the All-Star Open, and I will see you shortly for the main event, the 40-lap dash known as the All-Star Race, presented by BodyArmor. And bye for now. Skip this caution. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your short break, because I sure did. But we are back here after an unbroadcasted qualifying session for the main event, the BodyArmor All-Star Race and BodyArmor All-Star Night. Now, we saw the top 5 from the previous race transfer into the All-Star Race, those being your pole sitter, Derek Hamill, your entire second row, Nicholas Jewett and Vale Musco, Nelson Reeves, and Gary Owen. So, all 5 drivers who transferred from the Open into the All-Star Race start inside the top 10. So if I were any of the drivers who were locked in, I'd be kind of panicking right now, because that means they have extremely fast cars that they not only have run for 20 laps already, so they've already done about a few adjustments. They're beating most of you. So I'd be kind of scared if I were any of the locked-in drivers. Yeah, whatever. But the road Gary Owen starts on, an interesting tidbit is that Corey Gaines has not run any other races this season except for the 500. He won the 500. Now you see him here on the same row as Gary Owen in the 77 Pepsi Watermelon Chevrolet Camaro. And they're just going through the field now. Some refreshers in case you forgot who was in here and who was not. But Arthur Xavier, someone else you gotta watch for, because he came out of nowhere to win the the Firefox 600, and he wrecked he was involved. I'm pretty sure it was the first wreck of the night, and he won. He came back from having to pit extremely early on to winning the race. They brought that same car back here, so they've got a fast one. We'll see if he can make that high side work on these opening laps. Or just, we'll see if he can make it work throughout the race. There's 40 laps here in the All-Star Race. The Open was 20 laps, so in total this mileage is going to be the same as the 600. Only 5 cars will actually run that full distance, those obviously being the ones I mentioned earlier. Hamill, Jewett, Nelson, Gary, and Musco. Vale Musco in the 18. I forgot about him. But without further ado, let's go over your starting lineup. On the pole, Derek Hamill, then we get Arthur Xavier, Nicholas Jewett, and Vale Musco. Nelson Reeves and Michael Sema, Corey Gaines and Gary Owen, Owen Miles and Caleb Rose, Gavin Beers, Bailey Pendergast, Trey Smith and Logan Williams, Matt Tuck, the other Cobby car. Unfortunately, it's not a Monkey Racing 2 car in the Open, All-Star Race. Matt Tuck was your fan vote winner. Then Ember Burnley rounding at the field, Roy Ribbleton. Matt Tuck's gonna try and take Cobby to victory lane, as this one's for all the marbles. And Vasquez in the Open was not for all the marbles. He had a very nice shot to win. Unfortunately, he got sent up the track, or not. I don't really know what happened. He just kind of slid up the track. Or he was on the high side, and he got bit too deep into the corner, hit the wall. I did not bring out a caution. However, he would have fallen much farther back if we did not get the caution that followed shortly after. Like I said, 40 laps here, so this is the same length that Gary actually ran in the truck race, where he did not do too hot. He has done so much better in the Cup Series than he has done in the Truck Series, and he's only made 2 starts. The same can also be said for Diego Vasquez. This is technically Gary's 3rd start, too, counting non-points races. I'm just counting the whole night as one race. There's no funny business. This is a straight race. There's no stages, no pit stops, no field inversions. This is just a straight 40-lap race. You go, and you just try and be the fastest. Derek Hamill for T was the fastest in qualifying. And we'll see if that carries over into the race. What? Someone didn't start. Ember Burnley is very slow right now. I think Ember Burnley may have an issue. That's going to take her out of contention for the All-Star race. But she's going to drop to pit road. Pace car is also on to pit road. And that's only going to be 16 cars. Derek Hamill and Arthur Xavier leading us to the green flag in the All-Star race. And Nicholas Jewett trying to pick up where he left off in the open. He's already back to the race lead as he leads lap 1 here in the All-Star race. Looks like someone got sent up the track. They kept it off the wall. That's good. Bailey Pendergast has dropped to the back, and Ember Burnley is already on pit road. Nelson Reeves did not start the race. And Vale Musco, the guy who didn't start the 600, he is going for the race lead now. And Corey Gaines trying to pick up where he left off over like 6 months ago. It feels like, man, is that for? I don't remember it. He's trying to pick up where he left off in October. It is now June. He has not stepped foot in a race car for, that's 8 months. He has not stepped foot in a race car for 8 months as he is running 2nd. As Vale Musco has the race lead, Corey Gaines is absolutely flying. Arthur Xavier has fallen out of the top 5. He's still there, though. Derek Hamill, sliding back, side by side with Arthur Xavier. Nicholas Jewett way up the track. He's going to keep it off the wall, though. And Trey Smith, who started towards the back, has worked his way up into that top 3 in a podium position. Nicholas Jewett's trying to take that back. As Logan Williams way up the track, he's the winningest driver on the season. This would be win number 3 for him. However, it wouldn't count towards the overall win total. It would lock him into next year's All-Star race. Derek Hamill's into the wall. That's 4 wide. Oh my god, Pendergast nearly got sent down the track. Fantastic job on that Camping World machine to hang on. There's Gary Owen, Matt Tuck, currently only drivers, the slowest drivers on the track, not involved in a wreck. Or whatever. Out up front, Vale Musco is giving these guys a schooling. Like I said, the guy, he didn't even race in the 600. His car wouldn't go. And he is leading the All-Star race. As well as Corey Gaines, who hasn't started since October of last year. Also giving these guys a schooling. Right now, I'm kind of thinking this is going to be a caution-free race, since truck race was a caution-free race, and this has less cars on track than the truck race significantly. And Trey Smith tried going up the inside of Corey Gaines. It did not work. And he's going to have to wind it up again and try and shoot by the 77. Oh, this is going to be an opportunity for him. 77 up the track. Here comes Trey Smith. The only Smith in the All-Star race. And this is his shot. Gains way up the track. Trey Smith clear for the second place position. Michael Seaman, your winner from Michigan, he's trying to work his way up to try and run down third place. And Logan Williams just outside the top 5, sitting in 6th. As Derek Hamill, your pole sitter, is currently last of the non-lapped cars, sitting 15th. Oh, Owen Miles looks like he got some hood damage from something. Don't see rear end damage on anyone, so... Oh, and Trey Smith is by for the race lead. The guy with the fastest lap by a fairly long shot now to the race lead, and Corey Gaines by for second. But Musco's holding on the outside. Oh, he's got to run. It's not gonna work. And this is allowing Caleb Rose to close in. He's jumped up to third on the fastest lap standings. He is your Papyrus winner. After having an absolutely abysmal start for the season, he picked up Papyrus, had a streak of top 15s, and then kind of went back to not being too relevant. He's trying to make himself relevant here in the All-Star race. And Logan Williams as well, they're caught up to the top 3. Williams, second fastest lap. And this is 13 laps into the race, too. This isn't like start on fresh tires. No, they are 13 laps into this thing. As here goes Caleb Rose trying to get by Gaines. And here comes Williams. Will he make it 3 wide? No, he thinks better of it. I think he didn't have enough room, and he's smart enough to not make that move. And we are under caution, it seems. Oh, yes, we are. Gary Owen blowing up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nicholas Dewey. Oh, what happened to him? The open drivers have just fallen apart. Where are these drivers getting damage? Phil Musco is the sole representer. Oh, he gets hit on the rear bumper from Caleb Rose. What happened? We're going to have to go back and see. Okay, so Derek was a late casualty to it. Michael Sema sends it. I don't know what happened there. Oh. I don't really even know what happened. Let me go back to these guys. My God, they hate these controls. hate these replay controls so much. Let's get a good angle. You know there's literally no good angles on this track. Let's take the hood cam. So SEMA slides up the track. Here comes Dewey right there. And SEMA comes down and just hooks into the wall. Dewey has it, then he gets hooked around. Right into Gary Owen. Ooh, vicious hit. And around they go. Oh, and he goes up and over after a hit from Derek Hamill. Just rolling through 2. He's got a spot. Does not. Dewey. Dewey and SEMA way down the track. Up into the middle of the pack. And up and over after a hit from Hamill. That takes out like every single open driver in a one swift click, except for Vale Musco. And the Kabe car is not having a good night. And that's both of them involved in crashes. Trey Smith leads. I did not give that up during the break. So, out of the race now. Derek Hamill, Nicholas Jewett, Gary Owen, and Owen Miles. It's 1 lap down. Matt Tuck is kind of guaranteed a top 10 if he's able to keep the rest of the car clean. Now, we'll see if the one to go signal is given this lap. I have a feeling it will be. And then, if it's not, we're going to skip forward a bit, and I'll see you guys shortly. So, I think this race may actually be turning into a crash fest. But one to go sign was given. And we'll go back to racing in the BodyArmor All-Star race. Now let's go over your current top 5. Trey Smith, Vale Musco, Caleb Rose, Corey Gaines, and Logan Williams. Now Roy Earlton, who started last, is just outside the top 10. Top 5, so this race can be interesting when there's a lot fewer cars on the track. But right now, this restart, you're going to need to get a good launch. Because these lap cars are going to be horrendous for anybody who gets caught up behind them. As Owen Miles has damage, and Ember Burnley, not sure what happened with her, just had a incident on the front stretch. Or something, had a parts failure or something on the opening lap. Pace lap, and it's now 2 laps down, so I'm not sure if they got that. They must have got it fixed. She's out on the track, but I don't know how quick she's going to be. For all we know, she could be extremely quick, but it doesn't look like that. So she's definitely going to be a hassle for everybody involved. As you're back racing in the BodyArmor All-Star race, as like I said, that crucial restart you needed. Most everybody's getting it. So these lap cars are not going to be a factor. Especially for these top 4 who rocketed away. Is Moscow going to try and get back? No, he's not. Caleb Rose is going to do it, though. And Moscow slides up the track. Caleb Rose slides by on the inside. Gaines trying to find a hole. Not going to have that hole, though. And it sounds like we got someone wrecking. No, we did not, surprisingly. As Trey Smith has flown away with the lead. No, these drivers are gonna have to hope that he fades off. Oh, maybe not. Caleb Rose is coming on quick. And he closed tremendously that time. And yeah, Matt Tuck basically guaranteed a top 10, however. Definitely think he wanted more out of that. Arthur Xavier, who actually gave him that damage, is running in front of him in 8th, trying to make a pass on Miami winner Gavin Beers. As Logan Williams is by for 4th. And they dropped off Trey Smith that time. And they're going to continue dropping off as Vale Musco gets to the inside of Caleb Rose. Trey loving what he's seeing. And the Dollar General podium scheme. Caleb Rose made the outside work and he was holding on to 2nd. And now Corey Gaines is looking to fall out of the top 5. Ooh, Ribbleton drops off a bit. Saved the 77 there. Oh, Musco was nearly the final open driver to be taken out tonight. He's the only one still on the track, and Nelson Reeves didn't even start the race. Caleb Rose slides up. Musco's he's gonna have to close down on Trey Smith. We're not sure if that's gonna happen. Oh, he closed in a lot. Vale Musco's right now the only driver who can contend with Trey Smith currently. Trey was hustling to get up front as Musco is closing in a lot. Another driver who's absolutely hustling. Honestly, trying to prove that he could have been a threat to win the 600 if he raced. And Logan Williams is holding on to 3rd, but how long is he going to be able to hold on as Roy Ribbleton has cracked into the top 10. I mean, top 5, my God. And he's trying to get by Logan Williams. Vale Musco is currently not slated to return to that team next season. His future is unknown. But he's trying to put on a clinic today and get by Trey Smith. He is closing in a lot. This man is hustling big time. He closed in tremendously, a full 10th that lap. As Logan Williams doing a great job holding off Roy Ribbleton. How long is it going to stick? Ribbleton not going to have the run down the backstretch quite yet. Well, the 22 he's not really had too great of a season outside of the victory at Las Vegas. And oh, here he goes, trying to get by Williams, the winningest driver this season. Vale Musco's within a 1/10 of a second. Williams getting past now. Oh, he's gonna be able to fight back though. And the Blue Angels tribute scheme. And that's gonna be it for him now. Oh, nearly hit by Ribbleton. And Caleb Rose trying to get a 2-for-1 deal in turn 4. Not gonna work out. Williams is able to hold on. But will he be able to get by Ribbleton? Or Williams, I don't know what I said. And Vale Musco's dropped off the back of Trey Smith, assuming he tried to make the pass and it did not work. And Caleb Rose has gotten around Ribbleton. Corey Gaines still hanging on to just outside the top 5. He's closing in big time now. As Williams could, if that move didn't work, he could have got hooked right down to the pit lane and possibly caused a massive incident. And Corey Gaines, the man who hasn't stepped foot in a race car since October, is getting by two fellow race winners. Technically, all these guys are locked into the next year's All-Star race. Caleb Rose is into the wall. And so the rules for the All-Star race to get locked in are winners from the previous season, champions, and winners from the current season, as well as the fan vote winner, and top 5 in the Open. Trey Smith and Vale Musco, it's going to come down to them. Williams isn't even, close. He's not even within a second. As Musco is close once again, he's going to the inside of Trey. The 18 versus the 14. M&M's versus Dollar General. Oh, it's going to be close. Trey's going to have the run down the backstretch. This could be for the race win with coming to 8 to go. As Musco, he's got it. Oh, Trey's going to try and pull the crossover on him. No, he will not. 8 laps remain. Vale Musco has gotten the lead. And he did it in a swift move that took nearly half a lap to complete. So it wasn't too swift of a move. Oh, they're catching Matt Tuck now, who looks like he has had another incident. Lapped car. It's going to allow Trey to get by. Oh, Matt Tuck may have just ruined Vale Musco's race. Matt Tuck has 4 laps down. Looks like he hit at some point. Oh, Vale slides up the track. Matt Tuck's got the speed, though, to try and fight back. Not going to happen, though. As I actually allowed Logan Williams to close in quite a bit. And Vale Musco going back to the inside. Slows up a bit. He's going to have help from Matt Tuck. No, he won't. Lap cars are becoming an issue. Oh, and Miles, they're going to catch him within the next few laps. And Trey Smith back to the race lead. And they're catching Owen Miles this time. He's going to let by Trey and not going to let by Musco. And that will seal the deal. Trey Smith is likely your all-star winner. Matt Tuck is driving angry. Extremely angry. He's trying to fight back on Trey Smith. Don't know what he's got to fight for. He's not even in the top 10. And he's going to pass him. What is going on here? He is a fast car, but a damaged one. And he's 4 laps down. Well, 5. That's going to change this time, though. Musco has gotten around Miles. Williams is close. But with 4 laps to go, I don't think it's going to mean much. Unless Matt Tuck keeps holding him up. Because that is allowing Musco to close in, and it's also allowing Williams to close in. It's not what you want to see if you're Trey, but it's what you want to see if you're anybody else. As 3 laps to go. Bailey Pendergast may come into play in the Marcus Lemonis-sponsored 25 entry. I don't think we've really had lap traffic come into play. Bailey Pendergast is very, very slow. He will be a factor. As here comes Musco and Smith. Oh, Pendergast is letting them by. He did not hold up Smith, though, which is not what Musco wanted. And coming to the white flag this time, I think Trey Smith has it. Don't think they're going to catch Burnley in time for her to be a factor. Oh, they might. They might. Yeah, they're catching Burnley. and it's not gonna happen. Trey Smith, he's put on an absolute clinic today. He's dominated the race. He won at Kansas, and he's gonna likely get his second mile-and-a-half win, lapping Michael Seamanow. Vale Musco, he sees the victory slip through his fingers, but Trey Smith is going to win the All-Star race at Charlotte. The 14 put on an absolute clinic today. Led a ton of laps, swept the fastest lap, not even close. And he's your All-Star race winner for the 2021 season. Let's go over your results. Trey Smith, obviously your winner. Vale Musco in second. Logan Williams in third. Roy Revelton in fourth. Caleb Rose in fifth. Corey Gaines in sixth. Gavin Beers in seventh. Arthur Xavier in 8th, Michael Sema in 9th, Bailey Pendergast in 10th, Owen Miles in 11th, Ember Burnley in 12th, Matt Tuck in 13th, Gary Owen in 14th, Nicholas Dewey in 15th, Derek Hamill in 16th, and rounding up the field not pictured because for some reason he didn't start, Nelson Reeves in 17th. So Vale Musco, the guy nobody expected to have even made the All-Star race, ends up finishing second and being the biggest surprise and being the only open driver to finish. Period. He is the only open driver to even finish. So that was a thriller. 2 back-to-back thrillers. I will. And next week, don't worry, we do return to points action, and I'll see you at Bristol Dirt for I believe it's the AutoZone race on dirt. I don't remember what the race title is, but I'm pretty sure it's sponsored by AutoZone. The only dirt race of the season, the second dirt race for the trucks. And I'd like to thank you all for watching and sticking around for this probably about 52-minute long video, maybe longer. Once again, thank you all for watching, and bye.